Hello and welcome. Today, we'll look at how generative AI is changing logistics and transportation in Nigeria. Our goal is to understand how these advanced technologies can solve real problems in a challenging environment. Nigeria's supply chain operates in what we call a high friction environment. This means there are many obstacles that make doing business tough. Things like bad roads, an unstable economy, and complex rules create a friction tax. This tax isn't just a term. It causes multi-billion naira losses, lowers efficiency, and stops growth for big companies. So how do we fight this friction tax? This is where generative AI comes in. It's not just a new technology, it's a tool to build strong, flexible operations. It helps companies see things clearly, automate hard tasks, and make decisions based on data. In Nigeria, these abilities are not just helpful, they are vital for survival and staying competitive. Let's look at our first example. Dangote Cement. They are Africa's biggest cement maker. They own a massive fleet of over 10,000 trucks because Nigeria's roads are so bad. But this huge operation creates its own problems. Many roads are in poor condition, causing high repair costs and safety risks. Fleet managers spend half their time just tracking vehicles. Communication is a big problem too, with language differences and delays. To really get it, let's put numbers to this. Dangote Cement faces about 2.8 billion naira in annual losses. These come from things like routes that aren't efficient, wasted fuel, and not meeting delivery times. This happens because communication is slow and drivers don't always have the latest information. The answer is a multilingual conversational AI assistant. This system would work even with low internet. It would be available through simple USSD codes, WhatsApp, and a light mobile app. The AI would speak English, Hausa, and Yoruba. This breaks down language barriers. It integrates with vehicle trackers and fuel sensors. Managers can ask simple questions and get instant answers. Drivers get optimized routes and hands-free reporting. It creates a central, real-time hub. This AI solution promises big improvements. It can reduce communication delays by 35%. This means faster information flow. Real-time data will help optimize routes, saving 1.2 billion naira annually on fuel and transit. On-time deliveries will improve by 25%. This keeps customers happy. The system can scale, helping over 500 managers and 5,000 drivers. It turns a problem into a competitive edge. In this lesson, we introduced the concept of the friction tax in Nigeria. We also saw how Dangote Cement plans to use multilingual conversational AI to overcome its fleet management issues. We discussed the impressive projected savings and efficiency gains. Next, we will explore other industries. Welcome back. In our last lesson, we saw how the friction tax affects Nigerian businesses and how generative AI can help Dangote Cement's fleet. Now, we'll look at three more examples: Unilever's warehouses, Nigerian breweries' demand predictions, and MTN's route planning. Unilever Nigeria, a big FMCG company, uses a large warehouse. While they have a good system, it relies too much on manual decisions for where to put things and how to pick them. This makes it hard to react to changing demand, especially with Nigeria's seasonal buying patterns. This leads to 28% inefficient storage and 15% product damage. More importantly, slow inventory movement causes 450 million naira in quarterly losses from expired products. The solution is an AI-powered warehouse allocation system. It's an intelligent layer on top of their current system. This AI uses generative AI to look at many kinds of data: old sales data, weather forecasts, festival dates, and product shelf life. It then creates optimized storage plans that predict changes in demand. It also gives automated picking routes to operators, even with voice guidance in local languages. This predictive system can improve storage space use by 35% and cut product damage by 25%. The biggest financial gain comes from stopping product expiration, saving 320 million naira quarterly. It also makes order processing 40% faster, making Unilever's supply chain more responsive. Next, Nigerian breweries. Predicting demand is hard here. Nigeria has high inflation and a devalued currency, meaning consumer buying habits change often. Traditional models don't account for cultural events or regional brand loyalty. This leads to 30% demand forecast errors, costing 1.8 billion naira yearly in lost sales or expired products. Nigerian breweries needs a multimodal demand forecasting system using generative AI. This system would take in many types of data: sales history, inventory levels, even social media sentiment in English, Pidgin, and local languages. It would also look at mobile money transactions, weather, and cultural events. This AI won't just give one forecast, it will create many possible scenarios, giving the company more agile planning. This advanced forecasting will improve accuracy by 40%. This reduces losses by 1.2 billion naira annually. It also helps distributors by giving them better projections, increasing satisfaction by 30%. Product availability during busy seasons will go up by 25%, meaning more sales for the company. Now, MTN Nigeria. They run a huge network of 15,000 base stations. Keeping this network working means delivering equipment and maintenance supplies quickly. But their supply chain constantly faces problems. For instance, MTN spent 11.1 billion naira over 2 years repairing fiber cables damaged by construction and vandalism. Traffic in Lagos, bad roads, security risks in the north, and fuel shortages all cause severe route inefficiencies, estimated at 20%. This results in 3.2 billion naira in excess transport costs annually. MTN needs a dynamic route optimization platform using generative AI. This platform moves beyond static routes. It uses real-time data, live traffic, security alerts, weather forecasts, road conditions, and even fuel station availability. The AI engine constantly calculates the best routes. If a problem occurs, like traffic or a security incident, it automatically finds and sends new routes to drivers. This creates a logistics network that is not just efficient, but smart and self-healing. This dynamic routing will cut transport costs by 25%, saving 800 million naira annually. Fuel use will drop by 30%. It also makes the maintenance supply chain faster and more reliable. On-time deliveries to network sites will improve by 40%, and response times for critical equipment will be 50% faster. This means better network uptime and happier customers. In this lesson, we explored how generative AI brings big changes. We saw how it helps Unilever with predictive warehouse allocation. We also learned about Nigerian breweries using multimodal forecasting. Finally, we looked at MTN's dynamic route optimization. These examples show how AI can turn complex problems into clear advantages. Welcome back for our third lesson. We've already seen generative AI in fleet management, warehousing, forecasting, and routing. Today, we dive into other crucial areas: cold chain integrity, real-time visibility, contract compliance, and automating administrative tasks. Nestlé Nigeria sells sensitive products like infant formula. Keeping these products cold is vital for health. But Nigeria's cold chain is new, and the power grid is unreliable. Daily power outages of 8 to 12 hours are common. This leads to 40% temperature problems during storage and transport. Current monitoring is reactive, meaning damage is often done before it's noticed. This causes 680 million naira in quarterly product losses and risks NAFDAC compliance. The solution is a predictive risk management system. This AI uses machine learning and generative AI to predict temperature problems before they happen. It combines data from IoT sensors in trucks and warehouses with outside data like power grid reports, fuel levels, and weather forecasts. The AI learns patterns that show a high chance of a problem. It then automatically sends alerts and suggests actions, like telling a driver to refuel or reroute. This system can reduce cold chain problems by 50%. It means preventing losses instead of just reporting them. This saves 480 million naira quarterly. It also helps with NAFDAC compliance by 35% and increases customer trust by 25%. This protects Nestlé's brand and public health. The Dangote oil refinery is huge, processing 650,000 barrels per day. It has a complex supply chain, from buying crude oil globally to distributing fuel locally with 4,000 CNG trucks. But their reporting systems are slow. It takes 2 to 3 days for executives to get comprehensive reports. This information lag is a big problem in a volatile market. Analysts spend 40% of their time just creating reports instead of doing strategic analysis. The solution is an intelligent dashboard system powered by generative AI. Executives can ask questions in plain English, like "Show me crude oil shipments from the US." The system instantly gets data from all parts of the operation: crude logs, refinery rates, inventory, truck locations, and market data. It then creates the best visualization to answer the question, highlighting important metrics. This allows for quick, informed decisions. This system will speed up important decisions by 60%, a big plus in a volatile market. It will free up 45% of analyst time for strategic work. Overall, it means a 30% improvement in seeing the whole supply chain. This agility is key to maximizing the refinery's potential and helping Nigeria's energy security. MTN Nigeria deals with over 15,000 vendors and thousands of contracts yearly. A big challenge is following Nigeria's local content policy, which says they must use local suppliers. Manually checking these contracts for commercial terms and local content takes 45% of the procurement team's time. It's slow, takes 3 weeks for critical orders, and can have errors. This leads to 1.8 billion naira in annual penalties and delays. Remember, MTN has faced big fines before, so compliance is serious. The solution is an intelligent contract processing system using generative AI and natural language processing. It's trained on MTN's policies and Nigerian laws. When a new contract comes in, the AI scans it, checks key terms, and flags anything that doesn't meet rules, like local content requirements. It can verify supplier details and create compliant shipping instructions automatically. It also gives each contract a risk score, so humans can focus on the riskiest ones. This intelligent system will cut contract processing time by 60%, from 3 weeks to just over 1. This speeds up network upgrades. It will reduce annual compliance penalties by 1.2 billion naira. Supplier onboarding will be 40% faster, making the supply chain more flexible. Plus, compliance scores with NITDA and NCC will improve by 30%. Finally, let's look at Nigerian breweries' back office. They have many distributors, creating huge administrative tasks: order management, invoice checking, payments, and reporting to government agencies. Many of these are manual. Staff spend 60% of their time on repetitive tasks. This leads to a 15% error rate in invoices and slow payments to distributors, averaging 8 days. These inefficiencies cost 750 million naira annually and distract managers from important strategy. An end-to-end intelligent process automation platform is the answer. This system uses generative AI to handle routine tasks. It automatically processes orders, uses AI to match invoices to orders, and flags problems. For rules, it knows Nigerian tax laws and NAFDAC rules, auto-generating reports. It can also explain financial decisions in simple language and connect with Nigerian banking systems for faster payments. This automation will cut administrative processing time by 55%. It reduces invoice errors by 70%, saving 525 million naira annually. Distributor payments will be 40% faster, improving relationships. Regulatory reporting accuracy will improve by 50%, reducing risks. This lets the company focus on growth, not paperwork. This lesson showed us how generative AI can prevent cold chain failures for Nestlé. It creates real-time visibility for Dangote Refinery. It automates contract compliance for MTN, and it streamlines administrative tasks for Nigerian breweries. We've seen how AI solves specific, complex problems across various industries, bringing big gains. Next, we'll summarize and look at the bigger picture for AI in Nigeria. Welcome to our final lesson. Over the past sessions, we've explored many ways generative AI is changing logistics and transportation in Nigeria. Now, let's bring it all together. We will recap the big impacts, talk about why local adaptations are so important, and look at the future of AI in this dynamic market. We've seen that generative AI is a powerful tool to address Nigeria's friction tax. It moves companies from reactive to proactive. It turns problems into chances for growth. We've seen projected savings and efficiency gains across many sectors. This shows that AI isn't just about small fixes. It changes how companies operate at their core. A crucial point is adapting AI for Nigeria. For example, multilingual support in English, Hausa, and Yoruba makes AI accessible. Designing for low-bandwidth connections ensures systems work even with poor internet, and creating solutions that handle power instability, like predictive cold chain warnings, makes them practical. This local focus is key to making AI solutions successful and useful. The central idea is that generative AI is a strategic investment for Nigerian companies. It helps them see things clearly, automate tasks, and make smart decisions. This is not just a nice-to-have, but essential for staying alive and doing well in Africa's tough market. The future of AI in African supply chains means even more innovation. It will lead to more resilient, efficient, and competitive operations across the continent. So, generative AI is truly changing things in Nigerian logistics and transportation. By using these technologies, companies can overcome huge challenges and build stronger supply chains. Thank you for joining me on this learning journey. I hope this series helps you understand the power of AI in solving real world problems. Keep exploring and learning.